Well, the country is doomed, or the country's fixed.
It's been neutered.
It's either one or the other, depending on your opinion. So it's an exciting week to be an American.
I know last week it was tough, but I held true to my word. I did not check the election results. I only checked our YouTube comment section. So thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Yeah, we had, and even the comments, I think we had one that said, this is a very sad day in America. And then another that was like, this is the best day of my life. That was Derek's burner account, of course. But no, I mean, a little bit of a bummer. We didn't get a little more excitement. I thought this could be an all-night affair, days on end, drama.
Because last year, we didn't do it at all. But 4 years ago is what I meant to say. The last 3 years has been...
This is the last 3 Novembers. I'm sitting around.
It takes
so
forever.
Confused.
Yeah, I mean, in my book, it took them 4 years to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
But no, we got a new president on the way. Just kind of a blowout. It's nice. I'm not here to endorse or pick sides or anything, but it is kind of nice to have a big win in any direction.
Oh, wait, what are we talking about?
To kind of, to kind of remove some controversy a little bit.
I feel like it kind of eased up where, the left kind of goes, oh, I guess, well, we need to do a different strategy or something. And they're like, I guess this is what it is. This is what people think.
Yeah. And not to go straight from politics to football. I know there's a lot of women listening like, this is awesome. Fun to, but the Chiefs get blamed so many times. Like the refs are on their side. Sometimes it's nice to win. No penalties. It's like no one. What can they even penalties. Say now?
You just got it. We just get it done.
We blocked the kick. Sorry.
That's right. The guy, he blew up the O line and blocked the kick.
Yep.
All right.
They won all the swing states.
And as Trump went on Rogan, he blocked the kick, and that was what did it.
Dude, you know what's crazy, Derek? Maybe you can explain this to me. I'm on the Associated Press election results right now. It's updating live.
You're not going to talk about the number of votes. Is it still not
decided?
Yeah. I mean, it's like Arizona, 92% reporting. California, 72% reporting.
Do they just kind of, they're just like, what's the point after a while? Or
they do have a large county that is like a swing county, whereas like LA County, it's going to go blue.
Sure.
So that's already decided. Whereas like the second biggest county in the country that votes, they have to ensure because it's such a pivotal county, is what the left is saying.
Got it.
I'm just confused.
Wrap it up.
How do we not have it?
Florida did amazing with it. Like, why can't?
Like, internet. Shouldn't it be instantaneous? Yeah. How do we not know?
There's got to be a way for me to text in my vote. I went into a dirty gymnasium with these, I'm not a big judge of book by its cover guy.
No,
but by these dirty, dumb looking people handing me what looks like a Scantron.
Yes.
Yep.
And I'm just like, is this being run by anyone? Like who's overseeing this situation? It just seems really, and they're just like, go yourself and go turn it in. I'm like, it's not that much monitoring.
I agree. There were certain aspects of this
chairs
that felt very unexplained to me. And then there was also a part of it where a guy asked me if I'd ever used a touchscreen before. And I said, I'm offended that you just asked me that. Have you ever used a touchscreen?
I'm going to do the opposite now. Because you just ticked me out. Did this happen in any of your polling locations? I walk in and there's guys handing out things as you walk in. Like, here's who I recommend you vote for.
No way.
Yeah. Kind of just a last second. It felt like
Hail Mary.
If I was walking into the chapel to get married, and he's like, just think about this girl real quick.
I have a few women
I know you've thought about this for years. You probably made up your mind, but
just in case,
might as well try. Look at this one.
The way Michael proposes to Holly in the office is kind of like that. He has everyone holding the candle lining up, and he has them propose to Holly. And when Ryan asks her, he's like, Holly, will you marry me? And she says no. And he's like, only one I was worried about. But yeah, it was like, have you used a touchscreen? I'm like, yeah, I got this. Mm-hmm. And he's like, all right, so yeah, you just, fill out your vote, do whatever, and then scan it, print it, and then turn it in. I was like, hold on.
Wow.
Those are 3 different things. I have to, and then it prints it out, and you have to upload what you printed out. It's like, I feel like I just used a computer. Maybe we just use that to upload it. What's the printing and re-uploading in the scanning?
Did you guys vote with your wives?
Yeah, I waited till Rachel could vote and went in at 5 p.m. together. And
do you remember the commercial that's put out? It's a secret. Like if it was by Kamala's side that said why you don't have to vote for your husband voted for. Or
Oh, yeah, I
it
did
can be
see that.
anonymous.
Yeah,
House
yeah.
Beck and I
divided.
were sitting right next to each other looking at each other's cards.
Yeah.
It was not anonymous. So
Rachel was funny. We walked out of there and she was like, "What did you do for the judges?" Because you guys have to vote on judges in Missouri. Yeah. So, I mean, I have no idea about any of the
Oh, yeah,
judges.
I know.
So I just left it blank. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What did you do?" She said, "I voted yes on all of them." I said, "Really?" She said, "I'm not going to be the one to fire him."
She just voted yes. Some horrible guy that he got. It was like 95% no because he's a convicted criminal. She's like, oh,
Give him a third chance. Come
I
on.
didn't know.
She said, "I'm not going to be the one to fire him." I thought it was so funny. There's also a judge with the last name Triplet. So, I mean, she had to vote him in.
That's true.
I didn't. I abstain. I don't know what he's up to.
I don't know. We're back with another episode. Katie will be here shortly. We got the baby girl on a schedule. That was the big update I heard today.
Okay.
Said it's time to stop messing around.
nice.
Get this baby on a schedule.
Baby's on a schedule.
Eat, play, sleep, which is what
Podcast.
I'm going to do in Vegas this weekend. So this is great timing for me to kind of get in my rhythm, my schedule.
Yeah, enough fooling around. You need to be on a schedule, man. Come on.
Give us 5 stars. That's what our daughter wants. 5 stars.
part of
She
her
said that.
schedule.
It's part of the schedule. And enjoy today's episode. Let's do it. Roll music. Y'all, the offer still stands for the Recties. I tell them to keep it going. You get 15% off my new wine, Basic Cellars. The people have got it. They've tried it. Everyone loves it. Friends and family loves it. Single serve glass bottles. You know this is patented? I don't like to brag, but
Whoa.
yeah.
That's a big deal.
And these things, I think this is the future of wine. I've just genuinely loved having these single servings around because you're kind of like, oh, easy. Drink right from it. It's fun.
That is fun.
Stick a straw in it for the
Oh.
girls. You don't want to get your teeth red.
Crazy straw.
You want to get your wrinkles. Or no, that's straws give you wrinkles. You want those.
You should call them drinkles.
More drinkles. Go to basicsellers.com. Use code Tracy, Tracy, for 15% off. And we're doing free shipping on a $100 order. So if you get 2 8-packs, $100 basically even, free shipping, 15% off. Yeah, appreciate you guys. So blown away by the support. And cheers to y'all. Get it for the holidays. I mean, think about the flex showing up to your Friendsgiving with a cute 8-pack of these.
And they say, "Whoa, those are cool, but I doubt they're patented." You say,
Find them anywhere else, dare you. It'd be legal. Basicsellers.com. Get you some. 50% off with code Tracy.
get your friends, get your family some pickleball paddles. Look at that. Trey's got one here. That one's called Summer Heat. It's probably one of my favorite designs.
I was called Correct Opinion. You didn't make this for Correct Opinion?
It's not patented or
Okay.
anything. We got a special holiday offer. So for real, if you're thinking about giving someone in your life a pickleball paddle, now is the time to cash in. You can get 2 paddles for $95. And if you buy 2 paddles at a time, you get 2 free mystery gifts. Ooh.
Mystery.
What's that? Is it a paddle cover? Is it a hat? Is it Bitcoin? Is it, the seed of a male purebred golden retriever?
Maybe.
I don't know.
But
They're
I guarantee
mystery.
you, your uncle will like it.
And we stand by that.
No, anyone. Yeah. Can you anyone in your family, like, what do you get? What do you get them? Just get them a pickleball paddle.
2 free mystery gifts. FridayPickle.com. Uncle approved. So is this the annual Vegas boys trip? Unaccompanied by
This
comedy
sure
this
is.
time. This is just straight play.
The last 2 annual trips have been a combination of my Vegas show.
Yeah.
So the way this panned out is this year's kind of an off year, and so it's purely just the trip, and it's crazy to think. I mean, last time we played what, April of 23?
Okay. I don't remember.
That doesn't sound right. No, that can't be true, because my son would have been. We played it. It would have been last September, I think. September of 23.
Okay.
And so I was like in dad life, but it's still kind of, this one is like, it goes beyond just, I get to see some buddies. It's like, I'm going to sleep past 7 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm going to simply do whatever I want.
You're going to disappear. maybe come back.
It's all. I'm also not working. I'm not. It's like you go do gigs. That's nice. You have some time. You're like, I'm still working. Like, this is a pure vacation, which I haven't done since it's been over a year.
Fun.
And it's with my buddies. I mean, it'll be great.
How many people are coming?
We'll have about 13.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
13 guys, and it's good. I'm really, really excited because we, I mean, on paper, it's all pretty similar group of guys, white, and we did not on purpose, but we cross the spectrum politically. With you have a couple of your outliers on either side, so that'll be a fun wrinkle. we'll surely get into it. I'm already picturing we have one buddy on each far side. Yeah, there's no doubt at some point in the weekend he's gonna just be like, just explain to me why you voted for it. And they're gonna chop it up. It'll be very entertaining. And then all of us who are kind of more like, who cares? We sit there and we get to watch. Just kind of like throw in a random thing to get them going. Like,
you haven't talked about Saudi
I think they should deport the kids and just see what they do. There you go. I'm joking.
I'm kidding. Well, let me know though. What do you have planned? Any golf?
This is one of my favorite parts of Vegas. We've tried to do the planning thing, and last year was really blew up where we had booked tickets to go to the UFC event. It happened to be that Saturday, which thought would be fun.
Jake Paul fight? Is that in Vegas?
It's not in Vegas.
Oh, wow.
I think it's in Madison Square Garden.
Fun.
We had like a couple dinner reservations and probably 3 or 4 things of the entire like 5 things that were scheduled. They'd come to me and be like, Trey, we don't want to like hurt your feelings, but like none of us want to go now. Oh. Like they all agreed to it and we're excited to, but they're just like, you're just kind of, guys you're just hanging and guys have no foresight. They're like, we're sitting here playing blackjack, having fun doing this. Why would we stop doing this? I was like, we need to eat dinner, right? They're like, we just rather kind of chill here and then we'll grab like Subway.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. So it's become a funny tradition where I say, here's this year's itinerary. And it's like over a 3 or 4 day trip, we have a singular dinner reservation. And that's all. So
and that might get canceled too.
It's like Thursday arrive, Friday night steak dinner, get it together and do one dinner.
Yep.
Saturday blank, Sunday football leave. That's the plan. It's a beautiful plan.
Jake Paul's fight is in AT&T Stadium.
Oh, is that Dallas?
Oh, it is. Oh yeah, Dallas.
Fun.
So we are the dinner Friday is a late dinner, so we can hopefully watch that beforehand. But then again, I could see us just not watching it at all. But Usher was playing in town. I was trying to get that going.
That'd be great.
I know, but it's not cheap. It's $100 for nosebleeds, and I can only get a few guys excited for that. Like, what are we gonna load up the guys and go to Usher and pay $200 each? I would want to.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's gonna be very fun, and we're all very nervous because last time we were there, did I tell the story? We got an altercation with one of the blackjack dealers. Remember the one who was openly mocking us to our face?
Yeah.
Did I say it on the pod or off the pod?
I can never remember. You gonna go back?
I can
and
never
pay a
either.
visit?
But there's some real anxiety about if he's going to be there now because he'd surely remember us, and it brought down the vibes. And I would think it's highly unlikely he still has that job or still wants to have that job. But Hamid, if you're there, if you're listening, we're just coming. Hey, Vegas ain't ready for us. Hamid and is not ready. No, I hope we can make amends. Have a good time, Hamid.
I hope so too.
And I hope when I lose a big blackjack hand, I go, oh no. You don't look at me and go, oh no. and then we have an altercation. That's what he did. I'll never forget it. I'd never. Dude, something came over.
Crybaby lost $200.
He did. You ever? I feel like all of us, we're pretty chill guys. This probably never, if at all, happens. And those rare times where, even like on the road, maybe a little road rage moment when someone cuts you off and really upsets you, and you just feel that rage, and you're like
a little hot.
You get a little hot. You're like, I hate that I'm feeling like this. I never had a stranger like look me in my eyes and like disrespect me at that level. And I just looked at him. I was like, "Shut up, dude!" And then my friends were like, "Whoa, Trey!" I was like, "Oh, whoa." Sorry. I was like, "Sorry." And I went right back to like a nice guy. Sorry, we're fine, right? We're sorry. And I sat there like beside myself, like, "Oh, I'm so upset. How did I let a stranger upset me so much?" It's an awful feeling.
That is wild. I mean, yeah, but just I'm sure if you feel that level of disrespect, something primal comes out of you.
Yeah, it's like when a man. It's never happened to me, but a guy just out of nowhere, just for no reason, was so mean to me, and I was just wanting to rip his head off. No, you did that.
I can't remember much of the story because this is like years ago, but I was at a casino playing blackjack. This is in Kansas City. It used to be called Isle of Capri. Everyone named it Isle of Debris. It was real nice. Anyway, I had a blackjack dealer. This is going to sound insane, but he made fun of me for being a virgin. And how that came up, I don't even really remember. But it did come up.
He's just dealing, and you kind of said a joke. He's like, "You virgin?" You're like, "What? Yeah." That's so funny.
He like calls the pit boss over. Like, come look at this guy. I told you. Say hi to all the cameras. They're all looking too.
Oh yeah, we have 1,000 cameras going. We have it on record.
I have 2 buttons under my desk. One if I'm being robbed, and one if there's a virgin here. Yeah, just so all the cameras can look.
Yeah, don't deal in pocket queens. He'll get a little beside himself.
Oh, 2 girls at once.
Yeah. We got a jack. Don't deal me a jack, dude. I'll lose it.
Yeah, that was a pretty fun memory.
It's part of the fun of Vegas too. When the dealer, they're always characters. Some become your best friends.
Yeah.
Some of your enemies. I'm excited for that. I'm very excited. And shout out Red Rock, it's our 7th annual Vegas trip.
That is pretty fun.
And it's very special. And Red Rock has hosted us now this will be the 5th time.
So without doing a comedy show there, how much are they still hooking you up?
So yeah, we've done shows there twice now. So the first 2 times we stayed there, they had it hooked up. They give us this really cool suite, comped or whatever for me to tag them and stuff. So we did that for 2 years, which developed into, you have to give a shout out to this guy, because part of me was like, man, I feel like they're hooking this up. I guess this is Vegas. Vegas is the only town in the world where like I can really cash in my influencer.
You can really trade services.
Things. But gotta get, because then I developed a tour and I had to play a Vegas show. And I was like, I got to do Red Rock because they're my boys.
Good ROI for them.
So it's kind of play their back-to-back years. I hit them up this year. It's an off year. Said, absolutely, come on back. We'll hook you up. And I'm sure next year I'll play Vegas and I'll play Red Rock.
Okay.
It's home.
That's got to feel good a little bit.
It does.
Like you're trading all this stuff.
And it's shout out to Alex Acuna, the big dog over at Station Casinos, and I hope he never quits that job.
Yeah.
You wonder if that would keep going, but it's a lot of fun. So I can't wait for that. I had a great weekend. I got on some shows here in town with Corey B.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was great, man. Shout out, he was super cool, nice, humble dude, which is great. Corey B, big following. Some people listening are familiar. Go check him out. And have you seen his stuff?
No.
It's just cool because we were talking. It's nowadays, everyone has their thing, right? He found his thing was cooking videos. It's like cooking comedy.
Great.
Yeah. And if he just posts, it's like him kind of doing these recipes while making jokes throughout it.
Great.
It's just a formula.
And now he's doing stand-up.
Millions of views. Stand up. Killing it. Sold out the weekend.
Great. And how much time did you do when you performed?
This shout out, Corey. This is like, again, you get into this world of like the creatives or the comedians, I feel like you and I are a little rare to have any attention to detail in any capacity.
Yeah.
I hit him up, just like, dude, I see you're coming to town, man. You're killing it. I live here. I'd love to come hang or hop on a show. He immediately was like, yes, absolutely, man. Thank you. So he had shows Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Thursday, I actually don't have even like an opener yet. So you can come do a full 20 minutes or so.
Great.
And the other nights I got my boys, so you can come do a spot, maybe 10.
Okay.
It's like, cool. So I show up Thursday. That's the case. I go do 20, 25. Have a great time. Friday I show up and I'm looking around. I'm like, are your boys coming? He's like, oh, no, they're coming tomorrow. So you just do, you'll just do like another 25. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Oh, great. It's like fine, right? But I was like, all right. And then Saturday we're hanging out, and he was like, his dudes were there. It's cool, chilling. I'm like, what's the plan? He's like, I have you up top doing 15. And I arrived like 8 minutes before the show because I'm assuming I was like, okay. So I get it together, and again, it's chill, it's fun, and in a way, I'm like, this is good. This is nice to get a little.
It pushes you a little bit. It's a little different.
And his buddies were great. The local girl who opened Thursday, Friday was great. It was just a good weekend, good chill vibes. And it's just nice to get to that point where I feel like I know what I'm doing there.
I bet.
And we can chat comedy. And the first couple nights, because he doesn't work clean, and the opener, Janelle, very funny girl, she's not clean. So it is funny to get in a new vibe where she did this big 5-minute closer comparing her female parts to a crock pot. And people were enjoying it. So I would come up and riff on how I got a sweet, my aunt gave me one for the wedding, so I'll never use that again. And then I do my like wholesome, like clean stuff, which, they liked and whatever. And then he'd come up. You could tell there was a big shift in the audience where I had to kind of like get him used to me for a second.
This is what it's going to be like for a little bit. How much was new material versus the good stuff?
That was what's funny too. It was humbling too. I got out there. You kind of figure out, it takes time to figure out his crowd too, because it's definite vibe. They, our audience is maybe a little more clean cut, nicer. Some of my more cuter stuff would hit, or I feel like one of my big bits was like we tried to get pregnant. Katie we had to try to get pregnant every day for weeks, and I'd say I joke like it was a nightmare, and I feel like
you were roped in the back.
My audience is like, whoa, he's going there. I feel like their audience is just kind of like, let's see, there's a big deal about this.
Huh? That's interesting.
A little bit,
yeah.
And so I'm like, my goal there is to work on stuff that my audience likes. So I found myself almost starting to write a little edgier stuff because I'm like, this will kill with them. I was like, well, that's not helpful for me. But I probably would do, hopefully half. I would go do 20 and do maybe 8 or 9 new stuff, working on it.
Nice.
But I need to get to writing for sure. It's tough when you do the super cleaned up tight stuff compared to the new stuff.
It's a night and day.
Night and day. But
so you feel you came away with it like, all right, sweet. 3 of these minutes are ready to go.
I'm starting to find some stuff put together, working on new stuff, and also just motivated to write more and more. But it was a fun weekend. Comedy club in Leawood. It's a good time.
That's nice, yeah. Right next to the little Panera Bread.
Oh,
that's great.
Panera, good or bad? People love to call it hospital food.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's right in the middle. I don't think they're getting worse, but I don't think they're getting better.
Are all their customers like this? I feel like Panera, sometimes you're going around, you're like, well, it's either Burger King, Little Caesars, or Panera.
That's smart of them.
I guess that's what I'll do. Like, how much is that their customer? Because every time I go, I'm like, all right, I got this half wimpy sandwich and half salad. It's like fine. It was $14. Mm-hmm. How are they keeping this place going? And then I got eliminated once and I went into a coma. They're doing that.
Supercharged agave. Yeah, I knew a girl in college who was like somewhat attractive, but she surrounded herself by Wolverines, so she looked very attractive, it's just compared to them. And in fact, that's what Panera does too. It's either us or Burger King.
That's true.
Yeah, that's smart of them.
That's a great comparison. We all... There is sometimes, because hot girls like to they try to find the other hot girls hanging around. You're like, that's kind of a red flag, but every now and then you're like, oh, there's this beauty in this sea of
she's got 5
nice
offensive
girls.
linemen guiding her to class,
and that's Panera.
Yeah,
it's in a sea of chicken fries.
Yeah. So I don't know. Panera also has a certain clientele. A lot of old guys reading the newspaper when I go into Panera Bread.
Sure.
They welcome that. I think it's their black coffee deal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, Panera, it's like we had that whole epidemic of, is
COVID.
she actually that hot or not? The girls with the mask on, where you go, whoa.
Yeah.
And you take the mask off, and it was a toss-up.
Yeah.
It was a toss-up. And I think Panera, you get up close, and she takes the mask off, and you go, okay, well, I didn't have all the info, and now I'm already here.
Yeah, the mask.
I guess I'll get a bread bowl, but who eats the whole bowl made out of bread? No one.
It's too much. Yeah.
It's a bread the size of a volleyball. Who eats that much bread?
It's a lot of carbs.
It's a cute idea, but it's like when they serve the pasta and the huge wheel of Parmesan.
Yeah.
Like, this just isn't.
In COVID, Panera took off chicken tortellini from their menu. I really haven't been back since.
That was it for you.
What's the point?
Chili still have Cajun pasta?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How many times a month?
I've been forgetting about Chili's recently. A Chick-fil-A just opened up less than a mile from my house. So I am getting to know them pretty well right now. Yeah, it's going well.
Okay.
No sauce today, though. Healthy.
No sauce?
Yep.
What sauce do you usually get?
Honey roasted barbecue.
Is that a high-cal sauce?
Probably.
The Chick-fil-A sauce? You ever start to pay attention? You look like, oh, I'm healthy. You have a Chick-fil-A sauce. Guess how many calories is in a single pack? Guess.
I'm not good with this stuff.
Yeah.
How many calories?
275 calories in one packet.
276. I'm going. Price is right.
Well, yeah. Don't you hate when this happens? You're like, dude, guess how much money he's making. They go 6 million. You're like, that's 2 million. But no, that's still a lot, right? That's 140.
Okay. I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry. So in context, a can of Coke is, I think, 140 ish.
Interesting. Okay.
So
I guessed pretty high.
You go to Chick-fil-A, no problem, 2 sauces. You go, I'm getting the grilled nugs. I'm healthy. You kill 3 sauces.
That's where you get all your calories.
So I'm not a Chick-fil-A sauce guy, though. You want to talk about the most overrated. Here's a hot take. Here's an unpopular correct opinion. Chick-fil-A sauce, trash.
Really?
It's just a bucket. It's just it's like honey. It's a sugar. Who wants that much sugar? It's mayonnaise with a bunch of sugar and like a little spice, mustard, ketchup.
So what do you like from Chick-fil-A?
Their honey mustard sauce is 1 out of 1. It is
Wait.
It's the best honey mustard sauce on the market.
You don't like Chick-fil-A sauce because it's honey. What you prefer is the sauce that starts with the word honey.
That was a bad comparison now that we've gone this far. But the honey mustard sauce has a nice tang, man. It's and it's low-cal.
Here's a life hack for those who do like Chick-fil-A sauce.
Mustard's the best condiment on the planet.
I do really like mustard.
All the kinds.
Rachel
Yellow,
doesn't like ketchup.
brown
Brown
Dijon,
mustard.
Grey
Sounds
poop
fine.
on.
Yeah.
Poop on my chest. Sorry. That was out of control. Katie.
Chick-fil-A sauce, which tastes the exact same as honey roasted. Chick-fil-A sauce has what, 170? How many calories?
140. Still,
dang it.
Still too. Try it again. Let's go back. Let's do this whole bit again. Let's do the whole bit.
From the top.
Guys, Chick-fil-A sauce. I looked this up the other day. Unbelievable. Guess.
What?
You'll never guess this. Guess how many calories in a single pack?
I can't even, my head's going to explode if it's more than 7.
7? That's your guess?
My guess
What about
is
you,
7
Derek?
calories.
Going 8. Price is right.
8. Price 140. 20x your guess.
That's 20 times what I guessed.
Yeah. And that is 17x.
With some remainder times what Derek guessed.
17.4x what Derek guessed. That's crazy, right?
Whoa.
Yeah.
While Trey's doing the math.
17.5. Wow.
That was pretty good. Good job. He can do it all. Chick-fil-A sauce tastes the exact same as honey roasted. Chick-fil-A sauce, 140 calories. Honey roasted, 60. I just looked it up.
There you go.
There you go. You're welcome. You might as well do the one with less.
You're welcome. Changing. There's a kava by my house now. I'm going to start firing that up.
Yeah. Rachel really likes kava.
It's good.
I had it last week. I had it on Halloween. I had kava.
Ooh,
and
spooky.
something happened to the inside of me. It was like
Did you get their spooky sauce?
I got tzatziki. Greek. Tzatziki. It's like jiu-jitsu. It's so many consonants.
Sudoku. No one's ever said it right.
Jiu-jitsu.
Sudoku. How did your parents say Sudoku? Sudoku, I think my mom would. I'm not kidding. My mom would be like, Sudoku. Everyone's parent, when that was popping, they had to guess several. They'd go Sudoku. Sudokus?
Yeah, pluralizing it. That's a good
What do
one.
you think when you're on a plane, you see someone doing a Sudoku?
I think, that's maybe my wife.
I start looking around like you're gonna kill us all.
You think that's a psycho?
They're trying to do the hard one. At some point, they're gonna snap and try to open the door. It's like, what, you're doing a Sudoku? It's 2024.
I feel like it's every human has a very finite and small amount of things you can do on your phone in airplane mode. And so if the Wi-Fi's down, you didn't download ahead of time, you look through your photos and then you look through your games. And then sometimes, most of the games have been offloaded. You can't even click on them now. Great.
Great.
I can't play Woodoku. I guess I'll do dots.
Yeah. Have you ever raw dogged a flight?
Not really. I mean, no, you got to use your phone at some point. Every now and then I'll raw dog just a road trip, just an hour of nothing.
You got an hour drive. You say, you know what? It's time.
I would say like
Listen to the air conditioning.
in like a 5-hour road trip, one of those hours might just be raw.
You'll
Just
say
wind.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Flight's tougher though.
Flight. I've never done a flight.
I mean, you already got your AirPods in. You have to pay attention to anything. You got to relax.
It's scary because you freak out others when you raw dog a flight. Because people start looking at you like, what's he? He's just staring in front of them.
What's he so content
headphones.
about?
Yeah.
Some type of radical theology he's got.
There are times I'll get in my car and go, you know what? No podcast, no music.
Yeah.
On a jog,
Every now, yeah.
I'll raw jog it.
But how have I not thought of that?
But I have
Jeez.
but I have the headphones in with nothing on a jog.
To let people know you
Because
are
when
running.
I feel like I went on a run once without headphones.
They think you're
several
escaping.
people, several people pull over like, are you in danger? Or are you late to something? Like, oh, I'm just on a jog. You have to have headphones in if you go on a
100%.
jog. Yeah.
That's happened to me this year where it's like it's raining outside, so I'm not going to get my AirPods wet. So I'll just run late at night and
Yeah.
people are worried. They pull over.
You can try it. The raw jog contest. You just put nothing in your ears, and about every 20 steps, just look behind you.
And don't run at a consistent pace.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny. I did it last night. Now, yeah, I did it last night.
A jog.
Raw. Because we were on our way back from Iowa, stopped halfway, got to plug in, charge a little bit, haven't done my mile. Perfect. Do it right now.
I've started to. This kind of came to me, and I was like, how did I never think of this? But in a shower, especially when you got 2 kids, you're like, okay, I'm going to grab a shower. And you feel guilty. I can't just take a 30-minute shower.
Yeah,
There's
that's
too
what
much
the
going
toilet's
on out
for.
there. Exactly. But then I was like, oh, I think I had my phone in there because there's some football on. I was like, I'll just maybe prop this up here. And then I got an email. So next thing I know, I'm in the shower. I'm just answering some emails, some texts. And so if she asks, I'm like, well, I was working in there. Well, that's not a lie. And now I'm thinking, did I just hack the system where I can go back to my therapeutic favorite 30-minute showers, and I just answered some emails. But I'm also like, or am I a psychopath? Because now I have my phone in the shower, and a shower is the one sacred place where I don't have my phone. Not anymore.
Is the water a write-off?
Yeah, that's right. We just start
Utilities.
taking note of how much water I'm using in there, right off portion of the utilities.
That is good. I'm surprised I haven't gone down the slippery slope of water or of phone in the shower because I'm pretty distracted at all times, or I like to be, engaged with things.
I've embraced it because there's a big push to like get off your phone, man. Get off the phone, and right when I wake up, last thing before I go to bed. Oh, it's the best. Dude. It's my best friend. I love my phone.
Blue light fires me up.
It's fine. I sleep fine.
Yeah.
My mental health's fine. It's great. I love my phone.
The only thing that can get me out of bed is that sweet, sweet dopamine of looking at this blue light.
Mm-hmm.
Checking notification. Text I'm not going to respond to. I love it.
And you're happy.
Yeah.
Right. Because
temporarily.
Yes. And if I'm not on it, I am depressed. So why would I not be on it all the time? Right? In the shower, on my phone.
Yeah. It's fun.
In the car, podcast. On a run, music.
Yeah. I will sit down. It is shocking. It's not even like a meal. It's like I'm gonna warm up some breadsticks from last night. Well, what am I gonna watch while they're warming up? What am I gonna listen to while I eat them? Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. And I find things.
Dude, filling up my water in the fridge.
Yeah.
It takes a good 60 seconds. It's like the worst minute of my life. It's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, how we not make it faster?
Dude.
It's a fancy fridge.
I hate brushing my teeth because I can't watch anything.
Oh, brush my teeth. I do it in 9 seconds.
Yeah. It's very hard to use my left hand and still watch something. And so I just don't do it.
Dude, but the big COVID hand washing, A, B, C, D. I would get to H maybe. Oh, I love being in a hurry.
Yep. Just being distracted. Letting your brain come up with new thoughts almost never. Because you're so
busy.
Encumbered by
never alone.
Yeah.
I want to be with wife, friends, someone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so fun.
Yep.
Do your buddies do this when you have a guys trip or any fun thing at all? Do you do the kind of like getting the people warmed up text. You're like, guys, it's this week. Do you and your buddies do that? Like, guys,
It's kind of happening right now.
in 3 days, we're getting together to watch the Chiefs game. You start doing that? It's
Yeah.
happening right now?
Yeah, because I'm going hunting this weekend.
Oh, so is it starting?
Yeah. Oh, we're buzzing. Yeah, we got people like hot tubbing saying, hey, they'll send a selfie of them hot tubbing saying, I'm practicing for this weekend.
Oh, and then it just gets you so fired up.
Yeah.
One of my buddies, one of the classic, I think he's a listener. Shout out Vinny. He just texted me 4 words. I'm ready to gamble. And you just read that and you go, oh, me too, man.
Yeah. I shot a gun yesterday.
Vegas ain't ready.
Oh, yeah.
You're
second time in my life. Training's a little of a loose word. I was in Iowa with the in-laws and my parents. We're all hanging out. And
Celebrating the election.
yeah.
Had nothing to do with the trip. We all seen this famous meme. Dudes be like, Vegas ain't ready for us.
Mm-hmm.
Like Vegas ain't seen 4 dudes in Macy's button down. We read this last week.
No, I don't
No.
think so.
Oh.
I can't keep up with my conversations. I have so many because I'm always distracted. It's
Distracting.
fun.
Yeah.
This is the famous, it's gone around for years. Dudes be like, Vegas ain't ready for us. Like Vegas ain't never seen 4 dudes in Macy's button down, split a room at the Gold Nugget and wait 3 hours in the club line just to drink a Bud Light, post a story, then lose $35 on the blackjack table on the way back to the room. Which almost perfectly describes I'm ready to gamble, man.
Yeah.
We're going to bet tens of dollars.
Yeah, you guys will lose more than 35. But otherwise, that
Yeah,
was
that's true.
pretty accurate.
Yeah.
And instead of Macy's, you wear stuff nicer in Macy's. Basic sellers, I like wine hat.
Basic Sellers wine hat. I just got a new shirt in the mail. I'm excited to show my buddies. It's a little outrageous, and it's the only context of which I can wear is probably Vegas around them.
Okay.
Where half of them make fun of it, and half of them will think it's cool.
Guy Fieri, sure.
Katie was just like,
Oh,
Speaking
wow.
of Katie, shh.
You just said the word Katie and she appeared.
Hi.
That was wild.
Whoa, skinny. Everyone hide your things. We got a burglar on the loose. How's her schedule
Well, you
going?
kind of hamburgered it. You started with a compliment and then...
That is what Trey likes to do. It's like a compliment, but also not a compliment.
2 steps forward.
We're
one
talking
step
about how I
backwards.
take long showers again now, but I'm working in the shower, so it's fine.
That's weird.
Well,
This one's waterproof up to 6 meters. So.
True.
Have you guys
How we
ever?
doing?
We were just talking about Vegas. Have you guys ever been to a Vegas nightclub? Like, if you've been
the very
to one
first
of
year
those?
we went. It was like 3 a.m. and it was the most dangerous thing I've ever been to. There's no
Okay,
way.
Yes.
That's what I was gonna say.
passed. Like, does Vegas just have no laws when it comes to packing people in a
That
van?
was my one experience too. I went to the
Horrifying.
Hakkasan, MGM Grand, saw Tiesto, and it was just, chest to chest, butt to butt.
Insane.
My buddy got his phone stolen out of his pocket. It wasn't even like there was nothing happened. They were just out of his pocket.
not even discreetly. The guy's just literally he's just reaching around, just
real
grabbing
quick,
it.
man. Just real quick.
Dude,
Thank
you're
you.
stealing it right now. You're stealing it. Yeah. What do you? The wave's taking me this way. I got it. See it. Hey.
It is so scary. If there was a disaster, that people would die.
Oh, dude, remember when we played the other? Dude, I can't wait. There's always memories at the table. When we played the show or whatever, and that old man was like, "Get these hussies away from me."
I think that might have been Palm Springs. Either way, it's a desert.
Palm Springs.
Yes,
He
yes.
hissed at them on his way out. I was consoling one of them when he said,
Yeah.
"Oh, jeez."
It's terrifying.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
And
He
then
was. I could see how he liked the show. He would have made a pretty good insult comment. He goes, "Hey, you're a pretty girl." She walked closer. She's like, "Thank you." He's like, "For a prostitute,
For an escort.
for an escort." That's what he
Yeah.
said.
And then
It was
do you
a good
remember?
roast.
At
It was a
least
good
I was
roast.
gonna say, at least he went escort over prostitute.
Yeah, it was nice. Do you guys remember the next morning when I couldn't wait to see you guys because I ran into his daughter in the elevator? Do you remember that part of it?
Yeah.
She's like, I think I know where you were. Yeah, my dad got kicked out of the casino last night, for nothing.
For
I was
no
like, that's
reason.
crazy.
That's messed
crazy.
up. Yeah.
And you guys are close? Because she was kind of like a different race than him. Remember that? It was
No,
weird.
she was adopted.
Yeah.
I remember we had a conversation. He was very nice until it went south.
It just seemed like none of this is true.
So I can't wait for more stories like that.
I hope so.
Y'all, my children's book comes out in, 2 weeks? 3? 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
How You Got Your Name, my debut children's book. You can pre-order it now. If you pre-order it, they're like, Trey, why would I pre-order a children's book? You get complimentary stickers that you can interact in the book. And if you have a kid, if you have a toddler, they love stickers.
Yep.
You can't get enough stickers. So you can go right now to my website, treykennedy.com, click on the book tab. It'll take you to all the places you can pre-order it now. How You Got Your Name, fun, cute book, riffing on the crazy baby name culture we're in. And then you get to explain to your child how they got their name. And it comes out everywhere, December 3rd. You can pre-order it now, online, anywhere you buy books, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, you name it. So go, treykennedy.com, click on my book tab, and go pre-order it now. I love you forever. Thank you so much. How You Got Your Name, coming out December 3rd. Do you want to know who I voted for?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, I'll tell you, it's on Patreon. We have a Patreon.
Patreon.com/
Well, we tell people, oh, that's right. How do you get there? Patreon.com/Trey Kennedy.
That's how you get there.
We do a bonus episode of this podcast every week. That's 4, sometimes 5 extra podcasts a month.
August, July, maybe.
January, February. Do you do the knuckle trick?
Yeah, it's based on Wednesdays in a month.
And we talk about all sorts of stuff on there. Not all is it fun. We do exclusive information. You'll be the first to know about all the stuff I got going on, Jake's got going on.
My red meat allergy updates going on Patreon.
Where my special's going. Special discounts on stuff we got going on as well.
Yep.
We're going to start offering. So, and you can gift it. You got a fellow recti in your life?
Yeah.
Gift to Patreon.
Yep.
Become a super recti. Patreon.com/Trey Kennedy. And we're getting closer to a goal of 1,000 patrons, and I'll have my parents on.
You want to be there when they're on. You don't want to be joining the week of. You want to say, I helped build this.
Patreon.com/Trey Kennedy. Derek, would you cue up I want to get Katie. I know she hasn't seen this because she is so busy being super mom that she doesn't see the stuff on the internet. Kirk Herbstreet's ode to his dog. Do you see all this content?
Do you have a specific clip or just anything?
I think I do have one. I'm going to text you, Derek.
So I don't pay that much attention to college football, but Kirk Herbstreet, big announcer, been around forever.
I was just about to ask who he was. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's like the college game day guy.
Okay.
Like one of the main guys, college football broadcasters. I guess he's got this lab that has been around. He brings him to all the college game day stuff for the last 13 years or something like that.
4 dogs. This is his oldest, most treasured dog. And when he does the road, he brings his dog on the road because he's like, the road can get lonely.
Okay.
And this dog, I guess, comes to all the stuff with him. I don't know for how long. And he kind of became a fixture, like on the college game day. It's, hours long show. They need to fill time with something. His dog would be around. So they do a little segment like, let's check in with his dog.
Okay.
Dog's cute. Everyone loves the dog.
Yep. Look at the dog.
And then the dog passed away, I think from cancer. So it's an old dog.
Okay.
The dog died and they had a big tribute. Katie, just take this in, please.
Teammate of ours for a while. It's
Cool.
Kirk has put together an essay remembering Ben and how much he meant to all of you, certainly meant to him. Here's our tribute to our friend Ben Herbstreet.
Dogs are known as man's best friend. But what do you call a dog that becomes a nation's best friend? You call him Ben.
Ben.
I'll be honest with you, when I first started bringing Ben on the road, it was for me. I needed a travel companion. Hotel rooms can sometimes feel like islands of solitude, and his warm presence became my anchor to home,
ChatGPT.
making my
Can you
journeys
bring
feel
dogs
less
into
like
any
wandering
hotel?
and more like belonging. When I was working in a hotel room, or a broadcast booth, or on the college game day set, reaching down and feeling that fur at my feet, it made me feel like I was home. Ben wasn't out here to become a social media star, but he became one, just by being himself. The Rose Bowl named him its chief happiness officer, and that's exactly what he did. He made everyone happy, and he did it without even trying. He just wagged that tail or nestled up against strangers like they were family, and that's what they became. On planes, in hotel lobbies, on the beach, in the mountains, it didn't matter if you were a college student, a movie star, a national championship quarterback, or even a state governor. Ben didn't care who you were. Everyone deserved his love. I think we can all learn from that. At a time when everything seems to be aimed at dividing us, our love of football unites us every weekend. What I experienced with Ben was that, and so much more. Dogs' only flaw as a species is they don't live long enough. But the warmth they give us, that never goes away. So neither will Ben. This man's best friend, who became America's best friend.
Katie, what's your raw reaction to that?
I mean,
She's in tears.
I mean, I'm sorry for him.
Yep.
Wow. I can tell you're filled with compassion.
I do feel I don't have a heart if he clearly was very sad about it, and he can be sad about it. I'm very sorry for him.
But
That's good.
oh, okay. So, but you're not sad. Did that stir up any emotions in you?
No. But I
really wasn't expecting that. She's just like, no,
not emotions. No.
What are those?
But good for him for being sad.
not good. I'm sorry for him.
I don't know.
But I don't feel anything. Are you teared up?
No, because that dog's a lib. I don't think he's bringing us together.
It was a very classic looking.
He's out of he says that dog's out of touch. He's on private jets and on the beach. Dog's out of touch, dude.
He's not one of us.
He hangs out with Matthew McConaughey and
State
governors.
Yeah.
He's out of touch dog.
National champions.
You think he's a dog of the people? No way.
That whole essay, he was just describing a dog. That's what a dog is it doesn't know your status and it just likes you.
Yeah, I guess nothing he said was wrong. He's like, yeah, the dog doesn't care who you are. Mm-hmm. If you could be Hitler and he'd want to lick your face.
Yeah, I feel like he's just describing a golden retriever, which is fine. I feel like his dog, he already has, you said he has 3 other dogs. Mm-hmm. Move on.
He kind of did. There was another one that showed up to the next game day.
Yeah, great.
You know what? Let's see. I love dogs. I grew up with dogs.
Yep, same.
I would like to have a dog, but my wife does not want a dog. We also don't have a lifestyle currently where a dog makes sense. And when my dog died, I tell you what, I shed a tear.
Yep.
I was sad. I had a dog die when I was a grown man. I was 22.
Yep.
I go, wow, Buster's gone.
Buster, yeah.
Rocky Mountain spotted fever. Those dadgum ticks. You know about that? And I was sad.
Yeah.
And the next day I woke up and I was fine. Mm-hmm. And then I went you go home and you go, oh, wow, I'm used to the dog being around. Little sadness. And then it's like, you know what? I mean, he's 12. So I love dogs. All that to say.
I'm with you.
I do feel like there are some people out there that saw all this and wanted to a little bit be like, is this a little over the top? Are we allowed to say that?
What is the internet's response? Are people?
Well, the common stuff like, wow, yeah, anyone who's lost a dog gets it. It gets, yeah. And yeah, it's sad, but am I allowed to say that?
I don't know.
I
People are gonna come at you.
Did no one watch that and kind of go, okay?
I mean, College Game Day is a big deal. There are millions of people watching that. And maybe he went to the showrunners, is like, hey, can I get 90 seconds to do an emotional essay about my dog? And they were like, I guess we have to say yes. Yeah. It's a lot to ask. Like, can I have time to talk about my dog? There's 7 other people at this desk right now.
They came a bit. People liked the dog, and then the dog died. So you do have to people tune in every Saturday. Where's the dog? You do have to kind of announce it. Might as well make it a segment.
Yeah.
Touching, nice. It was well written, well said, but
if he's already got some backup dogs ready to go. This guy's been a backup dog. He's next man up.
It's like the Selling Sunset thing we covered, where they had the funeral for the dog, and they're like, "It's been weeks. It's been tough for me to get out of bed." And you're like, "I mean, come on."
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me that felt like. I mean, he was out doing his job. At least he wasn't saying he couldn't get out of bed.
He was doing his job. The dog died on a Thursday, and he called the Thursday night game. So it's not like he was like, "I can't come into work."
That's good.
But he did look like a good boy. He looks like he had a very soft coat. And I'd like to pet him.
Yeah. He looked like a very standard but good golden retriever.
Thoughts. Yes.
Just golden retriever.
I don't know. Do you think he could make a basket?
Oh. Yeah, probably. I bet he could like catch a deflated football. Probably.
How long have we been going?
Good dog segment.
45.
Katie, give us the weekend update for you. I was out doing shows, slaving away. What did you do?
Slaving away. Also.
I slept 10.5 hours last night.
He did. He took a Unisom and went to bed at 9 p.m.
8:30.
8:30.
Jeez.
I hit my breaking point. I was like, I gotta
He
get
was
some
not in a
sleep.
good place yesterday.
There's nothing home.
Yeah, we discussed how it's like it was sad when he gets in that place. It's sad because I know he's not in a good place. It's also slightly annoying.
How do you get here? Is just lack of sleep?
What is it? Yeah, describe. What was I doing?
You just, yeah, I guess he
Let's
just.
do an impression. I'm me. I'm you. You're me. Babe, are you okay?
Don't talk to me.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I'm fine.
Okay, come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah. That's good. Should we what do you want to do? You want to walk?
Yeah, let's go to get coffee.
Okay, we'll go to your favorite place. Oh, they're closed on Sundays. Oh, bless you. Oh.
Okay, the sneeze is part of it.
I never sneezed twice.
She's good at this.
Oh,
Whatever,
your favorite
let's
place
just
is closed.
Just go home. What? Let's just go home.
No, we could go. There's another coffee shop nearby. We can grab. Do you want to do
Whatever
that?
you choose, I'm not going to choose.
Okay, I just can tell. What
Just
would make
go,
you happy?
Just walk. That is an exact replica of the conversation we had.
What's happening?
You can you see how it's both sad because you know he's in a bad place, but also incredibly annoying.
What has happened to you?
I mean, I don't know. What do you think's happening to me?
I think you just go and you don't shut down, and then all of a sudden you just
I'm out.
yeah.
I'm done.
Which you got to figure out.
That's healthy. No.
No,
Because
you
we were
gotta
talking.
figure
Because
that out.
I'm like, oh, my phone. I'm distracting. I feel fine. And then
You gotta figure
I
that
just
out.
stop and I sleep 10 hours. And I'm back.
But you can't now that we have kids, you can't just shut down for a day.
That's a good point.
So you got to kind of rest. Along
I was still
the way.
contributing.
I mean, you were,
But
but
I
it
was
not the most helpful.
And I do think it's still sleep deprivation. And I think on the 1 or 2 nights our kids were good. We had opportunity to get sleep. I had something going on or just didn't sleep good. So I couldn't believe I could go to sleep at 8:30. And then I let you sleep in. Look, we're back. We both slept 9 hours, 10 hours.
I slept 8 hours.
You slept 8.5. 8.5. No, 8.5.
I slept 8 hours.
She was on her phone.
I never believe her. Yeah.
I was not, but it was
Good.
good. I feel fine.
Good. Great. Everything's great.
Did you see this comment last week about Golden Bachelor? Stephanie said, Chalk was the longtime boyfriend of our neighbor
I saw that.
who passed away about 1.5 years ago.
Oh.
He backed into our daughter's car one time
Chalk.
as he was leaving her house
Chalk to the driveway, huh?
and was super great about getting it fixed right away. Hope he finds happiness.
Good feedback. Wow. So, because a big part of his story is that he was in love with this girl and she passed.
Yeah.
So they knew
It's
her.
Stephanie's neighbor. Yep, something like that.
When are we going to find out who she picks
This week.
this week?
Mm-hmm.
Rachel's dad is also really into Golden Bachelor. Went up to Iowa this weekend. Got up there around midnight. He was awake watching the Golden Bachelor.
Wow.
It was the Men Tell All episode, and he was just sitting through that because he thought a real episode was at the end of it, and he was so disappointed when we broke the news to him that he'd been staying awake this whole time. He's like, "So when's the episode?" And Rachel's like, "I think it's probably next week or something."
That's elder abuse. That really is. The amount of even Katie, who's not our parents' age, it is a little confused. She's like,
I've never watched the
"Wait,
Bachelor.
when's the
so I don't
finale?"
know.
I was like, "Well, they do this thing where they hit you with this episode. They go on the finale, and they go da-da-da, and it's like she's gonna pick the one. They're like on the week after next because it's the Men Tell All.
Why wouldn't you do Men Tell All after?
After it's all done.
So the amount of people that tune in probably like, is it about to happen? They're about to pick.
Yeah. Sure did happen a lot.
Tricky.
It's also a confusing set of words. Rachel and her dad really went back and forth. Rachel's like, no, this is just men tell all. He's like, what are you saying? She's like, men tell. What is the first word? Men tell. It's mental?
Mental.
She's like, you're mental.
Cigarettes? Yeah.
I mean, it was seriously like a who's on first conversation. Yeah. What are you saying? When's the real episode? Next week. What's this? Men tell all. What are you? Men tell who? All.
Mental all.
Mental all.
Yeah, this week we have to watch. I can't wait. Mm-hmm. Let's get to some segments. How about that? We got a. Let's start with some of our favorite. I pressed the wrong button. This.
In case anyone is keeping track.
Are you triggered though?
No, but I'm not really doing good with her schedule. She's asleep.
Oh no,
that's triggering.
That's fine.
When your baby is a baby.
22 minutes early.
We've got this one was sent to us a bajillion times. We got a cute family showing us their baby names.
Oh.
Okay, very. Oh, that's the name. Trendy, Zaylee, Sunny.
That one's nice.
Truly. This is like an alcoholic drink. Journey. Rocky.
He crawled out
get
at a
the
good
baby
time.
to crawl
Yeah,
like
it's good
that.
choreo.
It
So-
probably took a ton of takes. Why are they dressed like Disney's Indiana Jones?
And the joke, I guess, is that the mom chose all these
All the
names.
I feel like crazy, like white baby names like this. Do they just give you that type of like lightwood flooring when you do it? Why do their houses all look the same? They're like white walls, black windows, tan floor.
Natural light, big glass front door. Wow, they are.
they?
The way they're dressed
They are-
is very
Do that on
Like a
purpose.
Disney
Beauty and the
character.
Beast a little
Yes.
bit.
Zaylee.
Good looking family.
They do they all ended Y thing. Truly. Okay, go to the next one because they posted another saying the names we almost did. Let's guess a couple they almost did. I bet they almost named one Runny.
What are just some wild names?
Runny.
Zindi.
Meadow. They kind of went with the rocky, the sunny. We got some outdoor.
Oh, kind of buck the trend. Trendy.
Meadowy.
Meadowy. Oh yeah, the Y. Rainy.
Crappy.
I was thinking
Rainy.
Rainy.
That's a good guess.
Rainy's good.
Crappy.
No.
Crappie fish or
Crappie.
Crappie.
Yeah.
Crappie. And then maybe some Disney.
Bilty. Disney's good.
Lovely.
Lovely's good.
Trumpy.
Trumpy.
All right, let's see. My kids' names if my husband would have picked them.
Oh, if her husband would have picked him.
Oh, that Raspberry.
Raspberry.
This is a joke.
Silver. Lucky.
They're not
okay,
dogs.
we're close. Cookie.
They're 2 dogs in a row.
Indiana.
These
See?
are all
Jones.
dog names. Yeah, you know.
Whoa. Well, would he have named the little one? Don't do it. Don't.
It's the only boy, right?
Don't.
Trumpy.
Tarzan.
Tarzan? Well, we nailed the Disney
Yeah,
thing.
the Disney theme is
Tarzan and Indiana
Raspberry.
Jones.
raspberry.
Raspberry's not a good name.
Just a raspberry.
Do you think they
I had 2
live-
dogs named Lucky and Cookie. That's wild.
Do you think they live in Orlando?
I'm going to say Franklin, Tennessee.
Yeah, they live in a gated community.
They actually, no,
Somewhere.
they live in the nice part of Dallas where that pumpkin lady decorates, I bet.
I just feel like have you seen those?
Draper, Utah, I'm guessing.
Have you seen those people on like Instagram or whatever? They're like such Disney people that they move to live near Disney so they can just any day they want they go to Disney.
I think I was right on the Draper, Utah, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is.
yeah.
We met
That's all
during
you
missionary
need.
work. Wow.
Okay, there you go.
I haven't heard of that though, Katie. That's
There's this one girl that I've seen. I couldn't find her right now, but they like moved next to Disney, and she just almost every day she'll drop her kids off at school. She dresses up in like a Disney outfit, and then she will either go work out there. She'll walk around and like work out at Disney, or she'll go ride a ride that she couldn't ride without her kids.
no way.
Here, here's another unpopular correct opinion. You shouldn't be allowed into Disney parks unless you have a child with you.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good call.
These adults go in there
Have you seen the plus?
just themselves. And I guess that rule is problematic because then you're like, some of these crazy people, they might kidnap kids just to ride
Just
the
to
Mickey
get in.
Mouse rides, but because they're that mentally unstable. You're going to you're a grown adult, prancing around, eating churros, riding.
I went to Disney as an adult with no child
Really?
for a bachelorette.
Ditch that friend.
Because Universal
friends.
has some
Ditch those
good
friends.
roller coasters, but Disney is
We-
very much a child's place.
So we went to Universal also, and then I guess Disney. I honestly don't know that much about Disney, but aren't there specific things that are just like alcohol focused?
Those are called bars.
I don't know about that.
Like the isn't there like an around the world drinks thing?
They definitely have
Or-
Probably,
a lot
I
of
don't know.
food and drink.
But that's
Were
what
you
you did.
too tall for the rides?
I
Like you can't ride the teacup, you'll get decapitated.
yeah.
I just don't.
Have you guys seen that Instagram account, the plus size Disney adults?
So they're not only adults, but they're overweight.
Yes.
It's like branded that way.
Yeah, I don't know how many of them there
Okay.
are. It's hard to tell when one
Can
starts
they
and the
ride
other
the
ends.
teacups?
but-
I saw a video the other day that might be part of that.
Is it talking about their skin rash that they get? Have you heard of
Teacups? They gotta
No.
ride the table cups. That's what they need. They what?
the first video I saw was like, "Hey, we're the plus size Disney adults, and today we're talking about Disney rash." And it's basically
Disney.
this like skin rash you get from like exercising too much. I mean, the comments were just so mean to them.
Yo.
You know, like this isn't even exercise. You shouldn't be getting a rash from walking around. You know, just
Yeah.
I can't believe they posted it.
Is it just heat rash?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's an
Do you,
interesting
I feel like we've
account.
talked about this before, but will you take your children to Disney, Jake?
Well, you guys know I'm very anti make memories with my future kids.
Right.
You know, until they can sustain
point.
long term memory, why even be in their life at all?
Okay. Yeah.
Agree.
But yeah, I think so. Why not? It's fun.
Did you go as a child?
I went once.
Okay. How old
I
were
don't
you?
remember much. I remember riding Space Mountain though. So maybe 5.
I
4 or 5
remember
years old.
just the princess lady knowing my name. I was like, how did she know my name?
Princess Lady, just one of the Disney princesses.
I guess, yeah.
Just generic. Yeah,
And
I
you'd
think,
hug the big goofy, the guys, he's goofy, and you'd hug him.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they're still doing that as much. Or they're probably a little bit like they probably toned down the hugging children part.
Yeah.
handshake
probably,
part. I
probably.
think if the kids grow up, especially if they
Goofy.
watch Cinderella, if they watch all this.
Pluto, help
Yeah.
me.
Trey.
They're just playing the character.
Hey, get off him! Hey, come!
Oh, it's part of the experience, son. Down, boy.
He got fixed 2 years ago. You can't unfix
You know,
that.
mascots do, they're big exaggerated. They don't talk.
He's
I feel like you could have been a character at a theme park, Trey.
Thank you. Just hide behind that anonymity.
See anemone.
Anonymity. There it is.
There you go.
Say consensus.
Consensus.
Yeah, she can't say
I found out a word that my dad can't say. He's really bad at it. What is it's the job, the career of someone who like
Kabbalah.
you would go to like Zales or something and like you would talk to
A
the
jeweler.
Yes. Jeweler.
That is a
What does he
hard
say?
one.
Juror?
He says anything
Juror
but
of your own peers?
jeweler.
Jeweler.
Yeah, it's really
Jeweler.
tricky for him. Jeweler.
We need to go to the jeweler, don't we, Trey?
For what?
One of my diamonds fell out of my band, and also I got to get 2 new rings.
Oh yeah, for the kids.
Push present? Mm-hmm. Push present. I tried to.
I thought the push present was your new hair. That was for Katie, right?
Yes, that was for you, and it's coming in swimmingly.
Show us
So
on
mu-
Patreon.
Yeah, I'll show it on Patreon. Go to the Patreon, patreon.com/Trey Kennedy. Got updates on my hair, the wine.
Oh,
our
I'm gonna
last week with family.
I have an update to
Who
give
we
to
voted for.
for
On the
Patreon.
Patreon, yeah.
I've been allergic to red meat for 5 years. I did that experimental acupuncture
Okay.
that I also talked about on Patreon. I tested it this weekend.
Okay.
I had a burger and some steak this weekend.
Wow.
And I will
actually
tell
very
you
excited to see.
the results on Patreon.
Katie and I don't talk politics much. We're also just so, we're trying to survive with our current life. And after we voted, I kind of made a point. I feel like you probably did too. That we never really asked. But that night, I was just like, "Who'd you vote for?"
Really?
Yeah. Oh, Derek's furious
that he asked me.
No, that
that
you
we
guys
never talk about it.
never talked at all.
And then we came clean to each other, and I would like to share that story on Patreon.
No.
Rachel and I also
telling people who
don't
we
talk
voted
about
for.
it.
Yeah,
No, we're not.
on Patreon. Yeah,
No, we're not.
yeah.
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
You can.
Do you ever? I had a buddy who was like, he's like, I sent into the Missouri State of whatever to I want results on like how my buddies, or like you can request to see if someone voted,
Okay.
but not who they voted for.
Okay.
And I just had a funny moment. I felt like when I was just like, wait, you could act and you could see who people voted for. It's like if they voted, not who they voted for. My buddy started making fun of me, like, relax, man. Relax. It's like when that one. It's like, wait, so Snapchats don't go away. Snapchats they don't go away forever. They don't,
Dude,
Huh.
how often do you get asked this? I get it from like people my parents' age, sometimes my parents, but also sometimes from like Rachel, maybe Katie. People, no one knows who keeps track of your screenshots, but everyone's terrified of it. I feel like people are always asking me like, what if I screenshot it, do they know? Do they know?
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah,
well,
it's
what are
always
you
like-
on? Yeah,
If
yeah.
I click on it, do they know? If I screenshot it, do they know?
If I screenshot their story, they don't get a notification, do they? I'm like, what? No.
Snapchat
It was
did that
Snapchat
to us
ruined it to
years
everyone.
ago and made everyone these weird like it's like that. It's like the weird movie Grown Ups where you're like, if I pee, is it going to turn this water blue?
Like, I
just
don't
mess with your mind.
think that's true.
To this
but-
day, I do like a 1 second and look, and then You ever pee in the pool?
No.
Oh,
Never
surely.
once.
I'm sure once as a child, but I don't do that as an adult.
Lake?
Like, I mean, yes, but that's kind of questionable too.
Oh, no,
that's-
Lake.
For your own health, it's questionable.
Oh, why? What happens?
You can get like infections if stuff kind of goes back up there.
Well, isn't
Which
it?
way are you peeing? Whoa! What? How does your stuff work? That's
Different than yours.
like a vacuum?
yeah.
You can get infections only if you pee out.
Here's another correct,
Be careful.
unpopular correct opinion. Darren wrote us in. Said, "What's up, guys? Trey, Jake, Katie, Thomas, and Eva, and Family Man. Been following for a while. Just started watching the podcast this year from Northern Colorado. My 2 kids are 2.5 years and 2 months, so I get what y'all are going through. First and foremost, I like to say my correct opinion is that an audiobook does not count as reading. If you say you read a book, but I found it out it was an audiobook, you will be roasted. Thoughts? If you're like, I read 10 books this year, you go, well, they're audiobooks. Or did you read a book?
I have been questioning that for years now, honestly.
Wow.
Like, because you do know the story, but you probably were doing a bunch of other things while you were listening to it. So like, is that the same thing as sitting down and reading like a hard copy of a book?
It quite literally isn't reading, right? but if you're like, my goal this year is to read 10 books, and you say I did it, and they go, oh yeah, well it's like, well they're like, well 3 of those I listened to. Do you just have to simply make the I consumed this many? Because then my argument becomes, how many books can you count? Because I've listened to like a storytelling podcast or like an investive,
Right.
you know, one of those like produced podcasts.
Yeah.
Then you're like, is that a
it's-
book?
It kind of.
Now is a movie a book?
I-
It's a TV series, a book, a visual book, because it took you 10 hours to consume.
Picture book?
Yeah, I don't think you can say you read them because you didn't act. Reading is a
You need to
verb.
clarify, like, oh, I listened to that book on tape.
And is reading better than listening?
You're more engaged, but
Like, yeah, it's
you're
just in terms of
slower.
a human, you're like, reading's good for you, should read. And do you get less respect if it's a listened?
I think you get less smart. You don't know how words are spelled.
Okay.
I also think
Down, I agree.
it's the act of like not to kind of just like totally focus on one thing and just
Yeah.
Like-
discipline.
yeah.
I started listening to my first book this weekend on audio. It's funny you bring that up. On the way to Iowa and back, Rachel and I would pop on Hillbilly Elegy
Oh, that's good.
to get to know our new vice president.
Oh, I read that book years ago. It's a great book.
Kind of wild.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for Mamaw.
I watched the Theo Vaughn podcast to get to know him.
That's a book.
Yep.
So you read also.
Yep.
All right, settled. Let's wrap up with another segment of white people weddings. We got this sent in from Erecti. Guys, send us in all your stuff. Go to our website. It's at treykennedy.com/correctopinions. You can let us know anything and everything. We got this sent in. It's quite the submission from Don.
Okay.
She said, guys, this is the most cringy thing ever. It almost made me spit out my basic wine, but it's too good to waste.
Oh, wow.
Shout out Dawn.
Nice.
Now let's go to the orders and see if she actually ordered it. Or if she's lying. Do you think she actually, do you think she's just trying to, she did order it.
Wow.
You guys want to know her address?
Yeah. Who did she vote for?
Okay, let's watch this. This is quite the, press play. It's a wedding. Bride walking down.
It's a COVID wedding? Why is nobody there?
That's a great question. You're about to find out, maybe.
How about those organs? Is one of these people going to be not real or something?
I think I missed a few notes there.
Is she singing
The
her own?
bride is walking down the aisle. My trouble. Oh.
Oh man, they're also walking so slow.
So slow.
Okay, here comes the chorus. Hit it, girl.
She picked something up. Oh, she picked up a child.
Oh, there's a baby.
There's a child. all of a
Picked up a
sudden.
child away. I think she just ran in. It's like how dogs are attracted to high-pitched noises. Oh, I don't blame you, girl.
Oh no.
Oh, this poor man.
So please take care of her.
Oh,
Gosh. How'd you find this?
and then hand him off to the groom. Who's okay. Hand him off to the groom. He's like, I'm gonna take it down. I'm really gonna take.
Yeah, he starts singing, I'm about to dive in.
Yeah. The poor dad, he's cries. His own girl is crying. She's like, "You will have, Dad. You're obviously gonna have to sing the one little blurb of the song that applies to you." He's like, "I don't even sing, so you actually get it together."
Away my
daughter.
Okay, do you think that you would have been able to sing a
Kill
song
it every note, nailed it.
as you're like emotionally about to get married? Would you have been able to?
It seems like a conflict of emotions there.
Like, yeah. Do you think you would have been like, "Can you take this a little more seriously?" If I was up there, just like,
put on a concert.
"You raise me up."
Yeah, I'd be like, are you not feeling emotional about the wedding?
Yeah,
Why are you
yeah.
crushing this
Stand
performance?
on mountains.
Yeah, this feels like you're like trying to, perform, not like marry me.
Walk on stormy seas.
I had a buddy who sang this at a karaoke bar one time.
Oh yeah.
And
Get the people going.
it absolutely did. It was hilarious. I mean, people, because it's a long song and it really builds. By the end of it, full buy-in. Everyone was in.
You raise me up.
It was beautiful.
What a song. Simon
Yeah.
Cowell's favorite song. Do you think you would have picked her?
Why do you know Simon Cowell's favorite song?
Oh, it was American Idol. Super fan, dude. Everyone knows that, man.
You were in a lot of, American Idol,
Idol's
Rock Band.
Survivor. He liked all those shows that were like in the 90s.
Yeah. So what
early
else?
2000s.
Was a
I
sheltered
guess.
90s boy. What was I supposed to watch? What was I supposed to do?
I also watched American Idol, but I feel like you stuck with it a little bit longer.
A little too
Is that
long.
mental? Yeah.
You were
No. Just like when everyone else stopped watching, you continued.
You kept watching it.
All right. Who do you guys think's going to win American Idol 21?
It's still going.
Sanjaya.
I don't know.
Is it still going?
I don't know.
Probably.
Wow.
Dude, remember when we watched an episode of Dancing with the Stars last week?
My
Oh,
dad's
that
into
was
that.
bad.
My dad really
really-
likes the rugby girl.
He does.
He likes Ilana.
Every time she gets brought up,
brutal.
my mom goes, "Big girl," which I feel like her entire shtick is like, I don't know why everyone calls me big girl.
My dad was telling me, because I haven't seen the show, but he was like, she doesn't really do herself any favors. Like she's very broad-shouldered, rugby star, and she'll get done dancing. And she's just like, how did it go? Just making herself look as big as possible. What'd you think?
She is unbelievably
jacked.
built.
Yeah.
So much.
Why don't you like it, Katie?
It's
cheesy?
just cheesy and just bad.
She's just athletic looking. You hate it that much? Her body?
She is great. I'm not talking about her.
USA
the show
captain.
in itself is just so cheesy. I feel like the scores they give them are just like made up. They're just like 7.
Yeah.
Really?
It's classic cable. It is brutal because they'll have some geriatric guy up there who stands in one place, can barely move.
Like,
And
pretty
he gets the
good.
same score as
Yeah.
the NFL wide receiver.
Yeah, I'm just like,
what's the? I wish I was on the show. I'd be like, I just start shouting. We get the same score. This old guy can barely move.
And this is like a weird thing that I noticed about the show so a lot of these people, both the professional dancers and the people that are on it are married people.
Yeah. Law of
And
attraction. Look out.
They make them, after they dance, when they're waiting for their scores, they must make them stand like hugging each other because everyone does it no matter if they're married.
Yeah.
And I find that very weird.
The extended hug.
Like, could you imagine it? Like, Rachel is on the show and she's dancing with this professional dancer, and they stand like
and
arm
his
in
name's
arm.
like Guillermo or something. So
Her head
it's
is
like not just
on his chest. Sometimes, like, yay! Like, wouldn't you be like, okay? I feel like
You can dance, but no side hugs.
Yeah.
That's where I draw the line.
I just
spicy salsa.
they kind of like hug a lot. I don't know.
So I wouldn't be allowed to do it?
No.
What if they gave me an Uggo?
I don't think that they have any on the show.
Who's the NFL receiver dancing?
They just give me a bunch of options. Like, no. Katie
hot.
Wright. Oh, look at her. No.
It's fine, the dancing and stuff. It's just I feel like that it's like an unnecessary like kind of like
Well,
if
this is very corny. Like one of the NFL guys like did it with his shirt off. So of course he's very fat. And then one of the guests is like, I think I'm gonna call and renew my gym membership after seeing that one.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You know, they do
Just
that.
like-
You're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Cheesy stuff like
Very
that.
cheesy.
Do you like it? Are you
Never seen it.
Oh, okay.
My parents are into it though.
Okay.
My mom loves it.
I think that maybe it's gotten I feel like your mom was kind of saying that it used to be a lot better. Like
What happened in this country?
Yeah.
Dancing with the
Everything's
Stars
going
used to be a
downhill.
respectable broadcast. Dude, what are we gonna
Well,
watch?
it might just be that they're bringing on some new talent that maybe my parents and your parents aren't keeping up. Like with the rugby girl, to people more our age and stuff. I mean, she was extremely.
yeah.
She has a ton of followers. She became very famous in the Olympics. They're probably like, we gotta. Who's ever heard of her?
Yeah, our parents want to see Paula Abdul up there.
Yeah.
Like that's perfect. What are we gonna watch when we're in our 50s? Like seriously, is it gonna be Netflix or YouTube?
It'll be like
It's not gonna be
Mr.
ABC, is it?
Yeah, it'll be like Mr. Beast. We'll have our generation of kind of C-listers, like like be in a moat with alligators who survived
On
Oh
CBS.
wow.
Yeah.
and he'll just be pulling the strings, and we'll be like, yeah, and our kids will be like, that's so lame.
Yeah.
He's not even a robot, and that's like this is good stuff.
We're old fashioned to be like watching Humans.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just
Sorry.
grew up in a time where
I
it's
just go to a
different.
time where, hey, you do you. I get it. It's nice to meet your girlfriend, but I'm 100% human. I'm attracted to your mother, even though she's 100% human. I'll say it.
I know. It's weird.
And no, okay. And I get it. Don't get all upset. The young kids want a new progressive thing, but I voted for Barron Trump. I voted for him. I'll be the first to admit. He's 100% human.
And that's how I
He's
like him.
taller than even the robots. Grandpa, you voted for Barron.
Well, he's full human.
He's full human.
Purebred.
Okay.
That's what I like. How's nap going?
Well, Thomas is awake.
No.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Oh, jeez.
No, it's back. He's back.
Okay, this is a very random, but just looking at my phone, I have the ring. We have the ring at our house, and one of the updates I just got on my thing was someone posting to like, there's like the neighborhood, people can like post comments, was new to the area, need cardiologist recommendations.
Dang.
Is that the form that you use to find a doctor?
Yeah, well, yeah, that is. I forgot it was even on Ring. I was just thinking like, hey, I just moved. I immediately need a cardiologist.
Yeah, she's
that's
down
already
bad.
funny.
Okay, well, that
All right, just get our
is-
stuff moved in.
Who could do a
Oh
triple
my
bypass by
gosh.
Friday?
This ticker is, I need a pacemaker by the weekend.
That is unfortunate, but I just feel like that's I guess the Ring platform, I assume it's more for like people are like, oh, there's a
I saw a
stray
weird
dog
guy.
or a guy, or like someone's like, hey, did anyone get my package?
Yes.
Not like
We're like, yeah, where are those fireworks?
Yeah, it's not need a cardiologist.
I'm just
yeah, that's
trying to
funny.
talk to everyone I can about this cardiologist.
That's actually really
I guess
funny.
respond. You know one.
That's a great observation.
Yeah.
Just moving and immediately asking for a cardiologist too
right.
is hilarious.
Let's keep moving into Patreon at that time.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/Trey Kennedy. We'll keep the combo going. Thanks for all the love and support, guys. And we're going to keep going until Thomas, the terror is up.
He's
We're
the
gonna keep going.
terror. He's already crying.
Sweet. All right. Let's keep it moving. Thanks. See y'all next week. Peace.
Correct opinion.